business are absolutely vitally important for setting the agenda. The reality is that if we're going to keep alive the prospect of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels and keep on track to net zero by the middle of the century, we're going to need to reduce our emissions by over 40% by 2030. That can only happen with a commitment from business. And business is committed, but opportunities like this allow us to share what we have learned, how we can go forward together, and ultimately deliver for the planet and for all our people.
Well, I think my key takeaways is a pleasant, not surprise, but experience that I can see also how companies are now turning into a sustainable agenda, that it's sort of important that it's not just the public sector that is driving this, but today it's very much also the private sector, and I think that's hugely important.
Well, I think that probably the most important thing that people need to realize, we need to start somewhere, companies need to start somewhere, and I think that this day actually focuses on the small step that builds up the large and huge change that we can actually all achieve. We heard the same thing when we brought the first green bond to the market. There's no point in this, you have to do Brazilian billions of them. So let's start with one and see where we get, right? And I think that this is an event that actually emphasizes just those things.
My key takeaway so far from the conference is that, when we're talking about sustainability and society, it's all connected. It has to do with industries, regulation, policy making, people behavior, and I think all of this needs to come together for us to reach our targets.
My key takeaways today is actually mostly the networking and meeting all these interesting people in this environment to talk about the important issues that we have before us when it comes to sustainability, climate change and the green transition that I think all of us are looking into and how we can progress that journey. When it comes to panels, if I want to single one out, it was interesting to hear about Einride and Wallenius talking about how to decarbonize supply chains and logistics. Super interesting for us.
I would say they're important for a few things. Of course, the panels and the content is interesting, but I really think it's two reasons. One, I think drawing awareness to critical issues and putting some emphasis on the urgency is really important, but also because of the networking. I think the most interesting insights, contacts, etc., is the ones that you make in the corridors, in the networking. I firmly believe that the way we're going to drive solutions to this is basically driving public and private partnerships, but also partnerships between various kind of sectors, companies, etc., to come up with really innovative ideas which will allow us to sort of make breakouts in terms of solutions.